I was asked, how can we make changes in society? Well, firstly, when we speak about society, we're talking about it like it's another entity. First of all, we have to not do cognitive dissonance, which is trying to walk away from knowing that we are part of the issue, if not the issue. So, when we look at what can society do to change, what we're really asking is what can we do to change? Because we are society. That's it. There's no separating it all when it comes time for blaming and shaming. We're going to walk away and pretend that we're nothing to do with it. No, humans are society. And we can make it as dull or as joyful as we want it to be. And at the moment, we make it dull. We have all the reasons and all the excuses to treat each other like shit, to talk to each other like shit, but we don't use all the distress and the repression that's going on in this world to help each other. Now, it simply comes back down to what can we do to make a difference? Common courtesy. And stop with the gaslighting, and let's stop pretending that we're not hurting each other when that's the very thing people are doing, because nobody wants to go internal. Because, as we know in human society, people are afraid of going inside. The most they'll do is look in the mirror to do their hair, have a shave, do whatever, do their makeup, but that's it. They're not going to look in the mirror and just go, who are you? Who am I? And how we discern ourselves is how we're going to treat each other. So things like, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, rather than I don't know what you're feeling that way for. Like you're trying to invalidate someone's emotions and how they feel. So how about we just say in the first place, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That's just so much nicer. It just eases the tension. And then we have number two. That's how I thought it happened. But no, that's how you thought it happened. But you don't say to someone, God, that's not how it happened. You don't say that to someone because maybe you didn't see what they saw. I didn't know that it happened that way. I thought it was supposed to happen that way, but you've realized, no, you were wrong. Then there's number three. I meant it as a joke. So what you're telling someone is that they just need to shut and get over it and they're overreacting. No, 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 no. It's this dismissal of each other's feelings. That's the problem. We just keep going around in circles. Can't you see it? There it is. Oh, you're just overreacting. Stop telling people that they just need to grow up and stop being a big baby, where you just cannot even ask yourself, well, maybe what did I say? It's initially what you said in the first place that started it. And the thing is with humans that we attack the person that was the victim and we try to make excuses for the perpetrator. That shit's got to stop right there. Oh, they didn't mean nothing by it. No, but they wouldn't have known that they meant anything by it. That's the problem. You opened your big mouth because you didn't care first. So don't tell people that they're overreacting and they just need to take your crap, because they don't, because you're being rude and abusive and you're accepting that as normal, and it's not normal to discredit people like that. So if you was to stop telling people that they're overreacting and realize maybe it wasn't a joke to them just because it was a joke to you, that right there, that entitlement, and to tell people to just fuck off and don't start get over it. No, 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 no. Calling people babies because their emotions and their feelings have been hurt. How about you had no right to do that in the first place, or you should have watched what you were saying? Yeah, it's too much of that. I can say what I want and fuck the consequences. No, and then try to beat the people down who have got consequences to bring you. You want to smash them down too. That's why things are the way they are. That's why there's so much hostility. Then we have number four. I know now how important that was to you. Yeah. Instead of again whitewashing what someone else's got going on in their life, like I didn't mean anything. That's not important. That's just rubbish. No, to you it's not important, but to them it is. And it's not about you, it's them. So again, you're trying to take precedence, trying to take over the situation, being the bully, being the gaslighter, and then trying to make out that you're the victim. Oh, the toxicity of humans is unreal. And then there's number five. What I did was wrong. Not, oh, I guess I'm just a bad partner then. Don't start with the emotional manipulation. That's you subconsciously knowing what you're full of, which is shit, because you are that person. And now you're trying to shut them down. You did do, you did do it, and it was wrong. So you don't now say, oh, I guess I'm just a really bad person. Trying to get the person that you've just hurt to allow you to get away with it, to validate your behavior again. And this is why society is fucked. Humans are fucked because you've turned it upside down. You've made bad behavior good behavior, and you've bullied people into accepting that. These are for all the people that do it. The petulant, spoilt brats who think that they're bigger than everybody else in society in itself, and that you can't do your inward healing and have just common courtesy and manners, and watch initially how you speak to people, how you approach people. That's what you should be doing instead of coming like, oh, I'm already perfect, I don't need to shape up or improve. No, but you do though. Maybe that's the problem, is that you need to step your game up because you're whatless. You're a gutter minded person. You fuel you fuel discord in society rather than peace and tranquility and the the ability to flow. We're all just attacking each other and then pretending that we're not. We're all pissed off with our leaders because we're not supposed to have any, right? But we haven't got the balls to tell them where to shove it. So we attack our neighbours down the street instead and think that that's going to make the world a better place. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It just adds now. It just adds to the darkness that we're already dealing with. Can't can't unite, can't speak to your fellow neighbour properly, all moody. Yeah, well, so let's act like we're humanity where we can unify and stop all pretending that we're the only ones going through hell. We're all going through hell. Okay? They've designed it. Look at the state. Look at the state of human civilization. I'm not responsible for creating that. My mind doesn't work that dumb and so stupid and so below the gutter. I'm all about I'm all about evolving proper, real, true civilizations. And we're civilized because of the way we act, not what we build. Stuff your tech. But what use is your tech if the species using it is backward as fuck? What use is any of it? And if you're going to be horrid, you're never going to make it. Humanity will never make it if we carry on like this. It's the beginning of the end. It's shutting humans down. So all you do is act like a clone. Yeah, because you don't have a spirit in you anymore. You don't have a soul. They're closing that shit right down. People are literally more. They got less life than a robot. Yeah, even an AI learns that there's compassion, and it makes sense to have compassion. So you know, at the end of the day, if we're going to act like this, the outcome isn't going to be good. But if we can start with just common courtesy and just respect and taking the delicate approach with each other instead of being so harsh. And on that note, my darlings, I hope that's helped. If you find this insightful, please do like and follow. And if it's useful and it's helpful, I'm glad. And for those of you who already do follow me, you know what I'm going to say. I love you. Thank you for stopping the time to listen to me in your whatever you've got going on in your day. Doesn't mean it has to necessarily be busy. And you are my soul wanderers. That's what you are. And I love you to bits. And I really thank you for making me feel so at home here, because I think again that's one of the things is making people feel that they're invited, and using our discernment to know when we want to give that kindness out because we want to make sure it's to the right people. And so, my darlings, let's let's just love, okay? Let's use the love to help each other and not have a go. Everything's as bad enough as it's going to get, and it's going to get worse. So we need each other. So, my soul wanderers, have a beautiful day, and as always, Jala.